family una audo una audo mina gentle the political hot goose. You sit down for me, you dey fry. I for don't pay you the nyaka nyaka. Today, the 6th of April 2022. Today, my family I can talk to una about the undemocratic political party them who then join the autocratic political party. We don't join the father of undemocratic political parties. When an APC, they don't join them because they can say liquids find their level and solids find their basis. My grandpa they tell me say evil men think alike. So the reason why NGC 6% party and then with the Unity Party where nobody know but one day. The reason why then join APC now because they all now undemocratic political party. They all not ready for dance to the tune of democracy. NGC 6% party is very undemocratic. NGC 6% party is autocratic. NGC 6% party na totalitarian political party. NGC 6% party is full of people them we get bitterness for Sierra Leoneans, is full of people them we get grudge, envy, and badat for the people of Sierra Leone, and they no one let Salon go before because themselves not a political party we good for themselves. I they come today for substantiate and tell una Sierra Leoneans and let una push away from NGC. Let una move away from Femi Claudius Cole in party. Let una move away from Dennis Bright in party. Let una not tolerate them today, tomorrow, and any other day. And anybody who una see around them party then they una class them the same way how una the class the Anyampe Santibokiat APC political party na Salone. Because then they say, tell me your friend. I will show you the school you are coming from. So APC na a totalitarian party. APC na very much undemocratic party. And NGC then na the party. Femi Kodiosco in party when a Unity Party na the party. Let us done with Femi Kodiosco real quick. The reason is simple. Femi Kodiosco in Unity Party, this the party there when an escroma be make. Now an escroma be build the party there, then a 5 party there. That end the day where it gets mistakenly in a power. So it do just like UDM, it do so that they will able to serve as a support base for camouflage and tell international community and try for present to Sierra Leone as they say other political party then they support APC by waiting ever APC one for do. Then one of the APC 99 tactics them. We don't fail they like today. Now that one day I want every Sierra Leonean they know, and now that one day I want every Sierra Leonean they understand. So now, if we see today and before this time, Femi Claudius Cole and other political party them, UDM them, then they run away around APC. We now for no say these are APC even before this time. So not to addition. And the undemocratic, because we not ever see we say Unity Party or UDM they conduct convention up till date. We never see the executive. But I therefore can't talk to PPRC at the end of the day and make recommendation. Because sometimes the recommendation are the necessary for wake up the political party association, registration commission, so that then we will do the needful for the interest of democracy with President Bill, with the new direction government, the project will make America the Senate head, Mr. Mix, a go na salon, they take flights and go na salon, it describe the new President Bill in new direction, in great new direction government as a shining example of democracy in Africa. No wonder the entire Africa, they make President Bill a head of African peer review, meaning that President Bill the head all African democracy them. So now they advise them on democratic good governance programs them, where they for uphold na their country. Now they checkmark them, now they bookmark them. President Bill, if you are like the African democracy monitor, so the father of African democracy. Now that make SLPP now the only political party right now where they talk. We don't go through all the democratic principles them. We don't conduct election free and fair. They don't do everything when necessary, and they are ready and they are prepared for the 2023 elections, and they don't get a flag bearer when a president talk and do bill, where they see work for give reason to Sierra Leoneans them why they for continue, for give the mandate, for let continue for serve that nation, and let continue for make Salon remain sexy and attractive. Unlike APC, everybody know. Then they are caught because they defect democracy. Then they are caught because they refuse for dance to the tune of democracy. Because one of the greatest elements of democracy now for enhance periodic elections. Now for make sure say any political party uphold periodic elections. Free and fair periodic elections, not to selection. But when you watch APC, the chairman we did it, na hungry belly man, na yampe, na santi bokeat, na mawe selfish, na mawe dangerous, na mawe demonic. Again, a demonic party that they still in at the helm of affairs over 22 years. And as Kuruma still there as chairman and leader. That is Undemocratic Party. When I share this program, when I subscribe. And up to now, then they so. So now this kind of people they are. When a communist idea then get, and that same communist idea where Vladimir Putin get, that same communist idea where China then get, that same communist idea where Cuba then get, now that same communist idea now APC get, now make anything where APC kind of power, now China na them party, now Cuba na them party. Now Vladimir Putin, now Anes Kroma, a biggest mentor. So, and that one they also don't make Dennis Bright when an agent of the APC where Anes Kroma been planted by Yumkela, because Dennis Bright been think say where they sack him because it thief money in a Ministry of Sport. Now Sierra Leone is responsible for that. And if Dennis Bright we don't thief couple. It don't frustrate, it don't get nothing right now. Past APC, then go put for him. If Dennis Bright, we don't thief couple, they don't sack him now SLPP because of thief. Then they don't make, they work. It's still no more now in West in host. In West now woman of God, they pray, now pastor, the woman drive him because of the Yuki and the Dabaru game where Dennis Bright they do, where the woman know they tolerate. So if Dennis Bright frustrates, not Australian as they put that frustration for now. It go now and Eskroma go use her as a puppet for undermine Yumkela, for disturb Yumkela, because APC and Anes Kroma, they don't want any Northernal excel in politics more than in the Anes Kroma. So they use Dennis Bright with in Badat, in chronic Badat, and malice we get for the SLPP. It dissuade and persuade and mislead Dr. Kande Kole Yumkela for let go to na a defunct 6% party where they call NGC, where it don't seem now to become, and not to even seem, we are all seeing it to be one of the greatest undemocratic political party where Salon don't ever get. One of the reasons is this. Any political party for let dance to democracy, forget democratic periodic elections. But we don't see say Sierra Leone, NGC, no one day gets elections. From where NGC they come inside 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. Now 7 years this now. Political party they can do 3 years, then they do convention, then change the executive, the chairman take handle. But we can't see say now 7 years this now, NGC, they not do election yet, they not do convention yet. Dennis Bright still there as chairman for life. No wonder we have been saying liquid find their level, solids find their basis, a day around an Eskroma, a day with APC there. Because they know they do elections. In an undemocratic element, and they don't gather some undemocratic people around them, then they try for disturb Yumkela, where I can always say he's consistently unstable politically. He's a consistently unstable politician, Sierra Leone, Yumkela, because you know the reason, you know they able to make choice for himself, and they allow expired and corrupt and badat Dennis Bright for control and some other badat people where they still glue to that cocoon where an Eskroma they sponsor for let them mislead Yumkela, but that one they in a own cup of tea. Now, today when I ask NGC if they don't ever conduct elections. No convention. Now 7 years this now. So how can they talk about democracy? So they don't get that platform for talk about democracy. We not forgive them that authority because democracy not give them no authority for even talk. We say President Bio and me gentle and all with the Democrats in another country who say for talk. They don't get that authority for talking. So the consortium where they form now a consortium of undemocratic political parties. They call them COP, Tamatis COP, and that Tamatis COP or that Peace COP. I don't tell you say we the we make a Boskidi. We the player with Boskidi, we make a Boskidi COP. So now the election for the NGC get them, it don't turn wahala, just like APC. And they tell you say evil men think alike. The one this young man the way that they call Mada Bulung. Mada Bulung na them been joined hand for build NGC. Mada Bulung is spent plenty couple. You know, na Kenya man, he spent beaucoup money per NGC again live. Now Dennis Bright now where they get the opportunity when not put no money na hard up man na but that's no more input there. It don't usurp the party now the people they hand where they get the party because it don't click on to APC. Now Mada Bulun don't vex for 2 reasons. Number 1, Dennis Bright NGC get executive members there. But we don't want to hear any executive member in NGC. We don't want to see NGC the PRO. They not get PRO. Now Dennis Bright one grade na in the top PRO. Now always they go up and down. Now one grade they talk. NGC not get Secretary General. Now Dennis Bright one grade they go there because they all don't commodity. They all abandon the party. They don't left hand Dennis Bright in hand. But Mada Ulu no one let that one they happy. So it tell Dennis Bright say, let them conduct elections. Now NGC, let them conduct convention. It's saying that the democratic way that they Dennis Bright don't tower like an Eskroma. So when I don't see undemocratic elements them, now they pack inside NGC, then they holler but democratic dispensation. What you wanna get for tell Sierra Leoneans them? When the time where NGC person or Unity Party or UDM they begin talk to una ask them, Femi Claudius Code Dennis Bright them. Una ask them, una don't conduct elections? How democratic are you? How long you don't take your position? 7 years, no elections. Then they fed Mada Ulu. Mada Ulu say let them make elections because Dennis Bright no say when they make election, Mada Ulu they turn the chairman and leader of NGC and Dennis Bright go lost because it's so get bad that it don't spoil people the party. Now they mislead. Can they collect Yumkela? It make like a sabi book, it not sabi no book. Now which doctor? Which man doctor? Now that make then they call him Doctor Dennis Bright. So this thing we are they tell you now, when I really need for assess the individuals the way they for come now with political platform. And before then they open their mouth, let we able access them and know who that they can talk. Because we know they allow anybody in the democratic platform of Sierra Leone, where itself not the in democratic standing, because charity, they say, begins at home. You know the day the Pisabedi, the way do clear one beat me for Pisabedi. No, the lie. We all to the dance that Pisabedi Jankoliko dance. So now like NGC, Unity Party, UDM, the way Anes Kruman and him design them, they're with APC. They cannot talk, they don't get no local standard, democratic local standard for talk about democracy, for talk about President Bio in most democratic government when America don't describe as a shining example of democracy in Africa. They don't get that responsibility. They don't even get that gut. They don't even get that space. For the NGC members they talk. Recently, the women's leader, when IJ Kaba, Dennis Bright go grab, he go mortgage the NGC party to APC because they get money, in don't hard up. Dennis Bright say, the argument with Dennis Bright they put, he say how during the runoff, Yumkela go take money from Anes Koroma through Yumkela and Mama. We remember Anes Koroma being going to Yumkela and Mama who's during runoff. He go get boku money, he get check and get some money from bag. He say for let Yumkela join them and declare for APC. He say, but the worst case scenario, if Yumkela not go able to join and declare for APC, let Yumkela sit down suffer, let not declare na no SLPP, let sit down no more, he pull on for them business. Now then get money. Dennis Bright say Yumkela no get for that money day. Dennis Bright say Yumkela for don't make way for them, for let them self able, let it declare for SLP so that ISEC will get job because severally, Dennis Bright don't go meet people in Abo, and they beg them, SLP they for let them able get a job na SLPP. But because they able give Dennis Bright job, because President Bio say no, we're not going to give you that job day. SLP say we're not going to give you that job day because you're not corrupt man, and they be don't sack you for corruption. And me come for faith corruption. So if SLPP can't give Dennis Bright job, meaning they don't bring corrupt entity where they don't ever try. Because Dennis Bright don't ever go through commissions of inquiry. We remember all the other ministers, Alpha Uri, the way Anes Kroma be win, it be open commissions of inquiry where they be go investigate, straight to in Sababo education. So now this is the reason why President Bio, he put Alpha Uri because Anes Kroma not hold one thing at all. Now that make una see, na credible man, enhance and clean. Now that make them make him minister. But Dennis Bright don't ever go through that commissions of inquiry because now Anes Kroma party. So Dennis Bright say, can the Yumkela for don't declare for Mother Bio so that him back for get job now? Can they don't go get job as honorable? He not get. So now that mean in the link to Anes Kroma they get for let hijack the party. So even that decision where they take for let NGC join APC for consortium, Dennis Bright not consult nobody. It get an executive where they although the time don't expire. But if I don't consult them, the whole meeting, we not ever see NGC, the whole executive meeting, national executive meeting, and not get. Because all man don't commodity, Dennis Bright don't hijack the party. So Mother Pulu don't say back secondly, if I not done the reason, we President Biogo call Yumkela for let them come inclusive governance system, let can help and join for give idea to Salon. Because when you get idea for a country, that idea that you get for give people them, you get for can't join the government. If you really like your country, you give you idea when a self and help the people of Sierra Leone and help the government, not until you turn president. No. Before you turn president, say you do. Because one of that mistakes that Yumkela do is sabi couple up Okada, and not do and try to get opportunity. He go do in Nigeria. They wait till reach now, he come for election. He can't a month can run, he can't talk him. They at the end of the day, what can happen? People they vex panel. They say, why you know we can't do it? So now the same thing now. They get the idea, no wonder. That idea they didn't in mind for help Salon and Salon people the way they need that right now. Now that make President you go to him, it bring I say, Yumkela, your idea we get do you come. No can join hand. I know they pull it in party, but come back. No can join hand and make that idea they right for help Salon people there. Yumkela get the opportunity now for can share that idea there for help Salon people there. You don't need for turn president before you help your people there. No, if you like your people there. At any time, you go come in for help. Like Alpha Khan, where Alpha Khan elect Salon, where elect in people them. Na Putloko, na the North, na Sierra Leone, where elect in people them. Now that make we see Alpha Khan come and join the new direction government with a fine idea them for push the country go before. So Dennis Bright now, Mother Pulu don't tell and say, let we conduct elections because they always talk against President Bio and SLPP them. And these are democratic personalities. But we self no democratic in our party. Let we conduct election. Mother Pulu don't talk. Dennis Bride don't refuse. You know, see, IJ Kabadon Komode. The PRO of the youth wing, na NGC. He said, don't go talk to Adina SLBC. And then the reason that they ask Yumkela, Mother Bio go talk to Yumkela so. Na kitchen that una remember all that telling in that video. Now Dennis Bride go, consult no executive member. Now you want to go now, you go write letter, you go come out in a public letter, right? And I want to get a secretary general, Dennis Bride, now you want to get a PRO, now you want to get an organizing secretary because they organize themselves for go. Now you want to get everything, now you want to get a financial secretary, all the money, now NGC, Dennis Bride do it all. Now Dennis Bride go, go put press release. We not agree. Let KKY go. We no need for agree. KKY not to executive member, now NGC, now be flag bearer. So if you don't win, you know to executive member, we no need for owner, not to owner property. He's not your chattel. KKY is not the chattel of Dennis Bride, neither NGC. He's an individual who is a Sierra Leonean who's got his own mindset, and they encourage him for able to learn or practice for take decision as a leader without thinking about on democratic people like Dennis Bride. So now they say Mother Pulu say let them go do election and group of NGC members, Dennis Bride don't vex. Right now, NGC don't get executive. If I lie, let NGC the whole meeting with the executive there. Let the team call the name there. Una don't want to read them. Una don't want to read them PR camp. In fact, I even tell advise all political parties there. Anytime when Dennis Bride they go talk, let it go talk in one. Let it send in PRO. Let it go talk. It not get. It not get. So now the reason that the way it run now. And they go make consortium because you know say when NGC they go do convention, then they pull them. So they go wanted to unescroma take money, it go into consortium. The halala and the confusion with the NGC currently now is would that tell Dennis Bride for go sign consortium with APC? Who side they hold the meeting? Which executive member will be daddy? IJ Donka is saying not been daddy. NGC, all the other executives they say they not been daddy. Would have now them take decision with Dennis Bride for go declare under APC for say then a consortium? Nobody. Now the confusion down the way the NGC currently. Now that confusion they were part of them, Yumkela can America for can settle. Now that case and they kappa. But you're not able still because the case dipping. So they are now asking for convention and they need for do convention, otherwise they're not going to allow NGC there for stand. So Dennis Bride is say, well, without that, let it already mortgage NGC to APC instead of the new convention. Because you know, say, when they do convention, Mother Pulu, they beat them, and they come on that position. So you're not going to act for an eskruma again. So this is the whole game, my family. So now that means Dennis Bride don't run away, don't go mortgage NGC to APC. Because you don't want to let them go through convention because they go pull them. Because inactive man, you don't eat thief all the party money. And when they pull them, they go for ask them for like account of the party money. You know, understand? So now they call on the Political Party Registration Commission, PPRC. PPRC will not get rules for say every political party if forget a democratic stance for make sure say everybody will able for uphold democracy. Do ya? And they call upon the chairman of the PPRC for now to enforce the regulation. Say all political party, whether na Femi Claudesco in one way they in party, they all need forget political party offices them. Let them try to follow CM before these elections, before we register them. They all need for do election a convention there from zona. Let PPRC then go monitor and other stakeholders then go monitor that elections and they NGC for do the same and they all for do the same. Let we see. Because Dennis Bride no one do and they no able to do, they don't get the capacity, they don't get the manpower, they don't get the resources, and Dennis Bride no one go, now autocratic man, and they run go inside consortium where they don't even get election, they don't take decision with nobody. And this is the current problem where the NGC gets, we don't fearful. The small people that we don't left inside it. So Mother Pulu, now in the man we want pull them in a position, but then it's Bride the tower. And this is a very serious issue. Yumkela said don't gains, in able to solve this case. Because in America, they bring that case. That was a very big tussle. Now the first reason, now the reason that one is trade, where America then been get a convention, when at the selective convention, where they been getting now, where they invite can they call Yunkela, it not come. Now the reason that they will make it not come because the division be done large. So much so that one can involve himself into thing the way go able was in hand come out. Now this be make Yunkela not be can't day for the convention where they been getting America, not America, where NGC been get. But then they see the color, don't say Dennis Bride don't they overstep himself, Dennis Bride they make like any ruler. Dennis Bride they make the fact Dennis Bride they tell people they say Yunkela not to better doctorate he get sense past Yunkela. So now the problem now the Dennis Bride now Yunkela in the eye. Now the challenge now. So now the problem down there now currently. So Dennis Bright na non-conformist. Dennis Bright na undemocratic person. Dennis Bright na man we get badat. Dennis Bright is a thief because Pakaba Drebam na government for thief case. Dennis Bright is hungry belly. Dennis Bright is the libele. Dennis Bright is the mortgage win party. Dennis Bright na undemocratic na traitor and na undemocratic authoritarian. So my family follow una know now say PPRC do ya una enforce the mandate. If they not do them, una not allow them for let them involve by any political business. Una put some memo out, let them do them with immediate effect. Una share and una also make sure say una subscribe to the YouTube video. Mina gentle, the political hot goods. You sit down for me, you the fry. I for don't pay you the nyaka. I know say then get for come after me with then get for bring lies to read them for counter what I say. But when I know say me they bring authentic information. If I not investigate and well, I not go bring her. Why I not be don't bring her extra day? Now because I don't get thorough investigation. I don't talk to even in the Dennis Bright. I don't talk to Mada Ulung and plenty other underground information that I don't get her. In fact, most of the executive there with NGC executive there, where they are not America, I don't get dialogue and conversation with them. Then they don't tell me bitterly, but I don't go explain what they talk because a private discussion where we don't get with them. Even the PRO, where they call DJ Millionaire comedian, we don't get me and we don't get some tete-a-tete, instead frustrated and disgruntled because you don't get no space. They're not going to know how they stand against Madabiu. This don't worry them. It don't become worrisome. It don't become an embarrassing situation where I refer to in English as a FOPA. A very serious socially embarrassing and politically embarrassing situation. Now the NGC they face. Because and anybody with NGC they talk, unity radio, unity discussion, unity party, and this UDM, other political party, we form the same to consortium, then talk any side, when I tell and say, when I shut up. When I even not able to get. So, and again, the danger now we get for fall NGC. What did not happen? If NGC, then it's brighter one now say, it is still go consortium, then they do elections. When I wait then they can sue NGC in a court. Then they give the injunction for just like APC. Then they can sue them in a court, then give the injunction and they stop the operationality. Then it's bright, you go glad for that one day because you don't want to let NGC continue. You don't want to let Mada Ulunton chairman. So, but then get for sue them in a court because of undemocratic patterns them where they don't uphold for let the court make things straight and they get for report them at PPRC. Big trouble, big wahala, big problem ahead. Now that make can solve the problem, but you know able to solve them. This can we cancel. The team able to solve, the team pass back. So let them do convention, full stop. Let them follow democratic principles before they put them out whose side they don't get no business. Thank you, President Biu, for way they make Salon remain sexy and attractive for the inclusive governance system. Now continue for uphold and vote for Mada Biu because Naina the only person with Salon Sabi for development. Mina gentle. Me famu de una share. Let's serious rolling as a year.
You don't for me? Hot News Network TV.